Today we'll be discussing about the new innovations in the banking space and how different banking organization can increase their ROI with migration to secure cloud-based infrastructures. So first of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Alif. I've been with HeadSpin for over 3+ years. I work here as the product manager. I have helped various clients, especially from the BFSI and retail sector, to implement HeadSpin solutions, understanding their requirements and tailoring our solutions in order to best fit the customer user scenarios so that the customers get the maximum benefits out of the platform with improved uh, end user experiences. So today I'll start with the new innovations upcoming in the digital banking space that will give us a clear picture of the customer expectations, features offered by new gen banking applications, and the best practices that are followed by banking and financial institutions to have a secure testing solution. So, once we cover that, we'll move on to the various challenges that are faced by banking institutions in order to enhance their customer experiences and how they can cover these challenges with HeadSpin as a solution. We'll also cover various features of HeadSpin platform and how it will enable banking customers to um, cover their priority use cases. And finally, we'll get on to various cost elements um, that are applicable in testing banking application and how we can optimize these expenses and achieve maximum ROI with HeadSpin. So, any questions you may have in between can be put in the chat box. We'll have a Q&A session towards the end of the webinar. Now, going forward, I'll start with the new innovations in the banking space. So, the new gen banking solutions aims at offering maximum convenience for their customers and offers most of the services to customers without them having to visit the bank branches. And with mobile banking becoming the primary method for many consumers, digital banking continues to gain a lot of traction in the space. So currently there are 7 billion smartphones that are operated around the world, and there's a massive volume of 212.8 million mobile banking users just from the US market. So the mobile user segment is one that banks and financial institutions can no longer afford to ignore. This shift emphasizes the importance of user friendly mobile applications that offer seamless access to mobile applications, uh, mobile banking services, and the volume of online transactions is also rising um, with the adoption of digital banking practices. For example, the biggest bank in the world, it has over 33 million active mobile app users, I mean mobile banking app users, and they handle a whopping volume of 49 million transactions daily. So it is necessary for the banks to ensure that applications perform well with such massive volume of users um, accessing these who are accessing these devices. So since these applications, right, they deal with very sensitive data. So any kind of failure or issues with functionalities will create anxieties among users, and that will uh, make the customers lose trust and loyalty with such banking applications. So that's about digital banking. Now coming to the um, open banking innovation. So that is the major innovation that is uh, stealing away, I would say, the market of the current traditional banks. So um, during this period, we can see there is a like this is the period of open banking, and that's revolutionizing the financial services landscape. So, fundamentally altering how banks, consumers, and third party providers interact. It allows consumers to share their financial data securely with authorized third party applications, leading to enhanced competition and innovations in the industry. So, a straightforward example of open banking in India is the Unified Payments Interface, that's the UPI. It allows users to link multiple bank accounts to a single mobile application, enabling seamless money transfers and payments through mobile devices. With UPI, users can send and receive money instantly with just a mobile number or using a virtual payment address. So, making this process makes the transaction very quick and efficient. So, this system has significantly transformed the digital payment landscape in India, facilitating the real time P2P payments and merchant transactions. Now, talking about the impact on the banking industry from this open banking, it has enhanced the customer experience to a very nice extent. So, open banking provides a very seamless experience, allowing consumers to access a wider range of financial products through integrated platforms. This leads to a more personalized services and better financial management tools available in the market. So it also breaks down the traditional barriers. Open banking fosters competition among financial institutions, driving them to innovate and improve their offerings. So basically, the better the competition, the better customer will have um, more innovative solutions upcoming to get them a seamless experience. So, um, while open banking presents numerous opportunities, they also introduces a significant amount of challenges, right? So that calls for enhanced security measures. So sharing comes with increased data sharing comes a wider risk of data breaches and unauthorized access to these applications. So it is crucial to ensure robust security measures uh, during testing. Testing must ensure that all the systems must comply with regulations like, say, PSD2. PSD2, it's a revised Payment Services Directive. It's a European directive introduced in 2009, which aimed to improve the payments landscape. So this adds more complexity to the testing process. Other features enabling enhanced security to these apps are biometric authentication, um, features like fingerprint scanning, facial recognition, and additionally now uh, there are AI is being used to detect real-time frauds and enhance the cybersecurity measures. Nowadays, there we can see a shift towards user-centric application design. This is very critical as banks aim to cater to a lot of younger generations now, because that's the folks who use more and more of mobile applications, like the millennials and the Gen Z. So this involves banks to create intuitive interfaces that allow users to complete tasks efficiently while enjoying the application experience. It is necessary to simplify the critical user flows and make it easy for the customers to navigate across these pages. For example, these simple user journeys like the most critical user journeys like making a payment, adding a beneficiary account, checking the account balance, or maybe the different applications of a banking app, right? Like apply for a loan or maybe check the credit card balance. All of these must be made simple and easy to navigate. So Next comes about automation and robotic process automation. So um, that like automation technologies, including RPA, are streamlining various banking processes such as customer onboarding and compliance checks. So this reduces manual efforts and enhances the productivity across operations, right? So banks expect that up to 80% of transactional operations could be automated in the upcoming future. This is majorly applicable for internal applications of the bank since they involve a lot of backend activities and there are multiple internal enterprise applications that cover major functionalities of these banks. Now, another revolution is the gamification part of it. So nowadays, gamification techniques are being integrated into banking applications to um, enhance the user engagement. So by incorporating elements like, say, achievement badges or say rewards for completing financial tasks, banks can make the banking experience more enjoyable and interactive. For example, there is an India-based credit card management application, very popular. So this application rewards users for paying their credit card bills on time, like turning a hassler task into a very fun experience. So um, the key features of gamification in this app is this reward system. Then they have different. They have incorporated various challenges and quizzes. Then they have a leaderboard feature that where users can see how they rank against others in terms of credit score and timely payment. So these kind of elements encourages users to improve their credit behavior to climb the ranks. So the benefits of such gamification methods in apps is increases the engagement of the users by, say, for this application making bill payments, they get rewarded, and there are activities like a few gaming elements. Then these kind of activities in such applications, specifically banking applications, proves to improve the financial habits of users. It also helps increase the financial literacy among these users. So basically, these are the basic advantages of gamification in applications. Then, talking about cloud computing, it is being utilized by banks to improve their scalability and reduce their infrastructure costs. This technology enables faster deployment of applications and improves the overall quality of the software development lifecycle. This allows the banks to innovate very rapidly. Recently, we as HeadSpin helped a multinational financial services company to become the first cloud native bank of Greece. So we helped them migrate from their in-house infrastructure to HeadSpin secure cloud solution. Um, and also we help them improve their or enhance their end user experiences of their um, retail applications, and also a few more other applications were involved where we help them improve the application experiences. um, so next comes payment innovation. So the overall landscape of payment processing is evolving with the rise of these digital wallets, contactless payment methods. So these features are offering very high convenience to the customers that many consumers are shifting towards these digital wallets instead of using the traditional banking apps because of the obviously of the better experience. Now, talking about digital wallets, they have gained immense popularity and they offer a great level of convenience By simplifying the payment process, they eliminate the need for carrying cash or physical cards or all those, and helps to transfer money very immediately. Then talking about contactless payments, this gained a lot of traction during the COVID period. So this has revolutionized the in-store shopping experiences. With just a tap of a card, you can um, make payments, and this is specifically beneficial in the retail environments where this helps reduce the overall transaction time very much. So overall, the experience would be much better with uh, contactless payments. Then talking about the regulatory compliance and data management. So new regulations like Data Act and PSD3, that's the revised Payment Services Directive. These are shaping how banks manage data and comply with open banking practices. Effective data management will be crucial for banks that are aiming to leverage insights while ensuring compliance and regulatory standards. Banking apps needs to comply with the regulatory requirements in all such scenarios. Now that brings us to the discussion on the biggest challenges for banking applications. That is to adapt to the latest industry trends, and that are the security concern. That are the security concerns are the main challenges that are faced by banks. There is always a risk associated with data security and compliance while looking to onboard a vendor for outsourcing or say integrating a feature with their existing applications. So different organizations have different requirements as per their uh, security policy and as per the locations where they operate in. So, talking about data security, since banks handle sensitive customer information, including personal identification and financial data. If a vendor does not have have a robust data protection measures and say regular audits in place, there's always a chance that this information might get compromised, and there could be compliance issues faced. Financial institution must always comply with stringent regulations and compliances such as SOC and GDPR. So all these necessary certifications are necessary. For example, in 2019, one of the largest banking organization faced legal actions from federal deposit um, from Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. So they had onboarded a vendor without the required certifications, and the vendor was providing software development services to the bank, but they lacked essential certifications, including the statement on standards for attestation engagements, that is SSAE. So this federation, they alleged that the organization failed to adequately assess the vendor's risk and implement necessary controls, potentially putting the customer data at a risk. So now talking about HeadSpin, we are SOC 2 valid, like we have SOC 2 certification, which validates that HeadSpin has effective security and design controls in place. The SOC auditors assess our systems against the trust services and criteria, focusing on security, availability, and confidentiality. So, this certification is vital for building trust with our clients and stakeholders, as it assures that we adhere to the highest standards of data protection. For instance, consider a financial institution that partners with us. So, to enhance their mobile applications with our SOC 2 certification, they can confidently integrate our services, knowing that their customer data is handled securely and in compliance with the regulatory requirements. So this assurance not only facilitates smoother vendor onboarding, but also strengthens the overall security posture of operations. Another important certification that we hold is the FSQS certifications. So this one stands for Financial Services Qualification System. This certification is specifically designed for service providers in the financial sector. It focuses on risk management and compliance, ensuring that vendors meet stringent criteria set by financial institutions. So, uh, for HeadSpin, achieving FSQS means that for a customer, achieving having a vendor that is FSQS approved means that we have demonstrated our commitment to managing risks effectively while providing services to the banks and other financial entities. Um, for example, we can say when a bank consider integrating our performance testing platform, FSQS certification reassures them that we have undergone rigorous assessments regarding our operational resilience and risk management practices. Uh, Now, the primary solutions adopted by banking organizations in order to bypass the security issues that they most often end up in using their own infrastructure, considering to be the most secure solution, right? But this has a lot of negative impacts as well on, say, cost, efficiencies, and capabilities. So, our solution to this is that the customers can always leverage Headspin platform from their own infrastructure with deployment across cloud or say on-premise. We can provide on-premise air-gapped solutions so that the client can run their tests and it's completely secure for the client. There is no data, customer data, or the device access from any external users, even from Headspin. Then another requirement for banking applications is to have solutions that help them scale across with their requirements. So this requires integrations with various tools, right? Collaborations among teams and they'll need a centralized platform that can monitor the entire performance of the banking solutions. So imagine a scenario where a mid-sized bank, say, let's name it X, X identifies a high demand for a newly launched feature across a new location. So, say the feature can be a UPI credit card payment scenario through mobile app. So the bank has to ensure that the feature works smoothly across all the locations because before the feature is being deployed. They should be able to test all their banking scenarios along with the newly launched feature for the new location. And Headspin allows the client to have portable appliances in such scenarios. Like these appliances can be shipped and worked along from any locations with no limit on scale of testing. So Headspin comes with a simple UI which is easy to understand and can be used even from it is very easily usable by even by beginners, right? Such simple is our UI. Then our tool can be used as a centralized platform where you can execute, analyze, and monitor the performance of your applications under various conditions, say under load conditions, under network conditions, etc. Um, Now, while talking about the competitions, right, there are many digital native platforms that offer um, very smooth experience with better features when compared to the traditional banking applications. So, as I already mentioned, right, the UPI, which is highly replacing traditional banking apps for major payment use cases, they are already built to master end user experiences. So, while the traditional applications are still struggling to perform their basic functionalities very smoothly. So, these new players could probably replace banking applications in the near future. For example, an India based payment services company. So, This is a company that developed on tapping the opportunity where traditional banking applications lag to provide fast, responsive, and easy to use applications for the basic um, payment scenarios. And this specific company is now growing at a very fast pace with 50 plus million transactions occurring on an average per day. So, Headspin, in order to cover this, the competitive um, peer issues like these scenarios, what Headspin has on plate is our peer benchmarking solutions, which enables customers to capture performance of their critical user flows and their custom KPIs that are relevant for them, and we can help them help compare them with competitors, thereby helping in understanding where does your application stand in comparison with the peer applications in the market. So Headspin can provide also provide detailed reports, detailed dashboards, um, regarding the application performance, and help you identify what are the probable reasons why a specific KPI or a user flow is lagging behind when compared to the performance of competitors. Now going forward, this is an overview of Headspin platform, how it works. So a remote user from your team can access devices that are deployed globally across 50 plus locations. So we have real device infrastructure in these 50 plus locations. You can remotely access these devices, um, run your tests, and using Headspin analytics, you can capture data, right? So Headspin analytics is an AI driven performance session. So using this, from each of the test sessions, there will be 130 plus KPIs that will be captured. That includes performance based KPIs, device KPIs, network KPIs, and response times of the applications, etc. And this will help automatically identify issues, right? Like slow page loads, um, or say um, loading animations, HTTP issues, unauthorized access. So all of these will be automatically tracked by Headspin AI, and you will get a detailed view of the performance on custom dashboards that can be created to track your relevant KPIs. Then we have this issue cards that I mentioned. They automatically capture the issues and sorry and provide you with insights on how you can use our platform to improve your performance better. Uh, and then we have support for multiple endpoints. So when it comes to banking applications, they are not just run on mobile devices, right? You have access on certain POS devices that are relevant um, in many retail scenarios. So we can also evaluate the performance your applications on these devices that are relevant and that are kept in your retail enterprise customer scenarios. Now, going forward, we'll be talking about the headspin features that are enabling financial institutions to improve their like we'll be talking about banking use cases that are relevant, and what are the headspin solutions to help you with various of these use cases. So first we'll be talking about usability testing. So usability testing basically focuses on evaluating how user friendly and intuitive a banking application is. So this involves observing real users as they interact with the application to identify any pain points or areas for improvement. For example, if users are struggling to navigate the page or say find specific features or do a front transfer. So basic features, right? We test these features, and there are multiple headspin features, right? Like you can use manual testing or automation testing with headspin remote control UI to do usability testing. So manual testing can help you cover complex use cases, like say scan and pay, all of these kind of use cases. Then talking about localization testing. So this verifies that the application is appropriately working for different regions. For example, if a banking application operates in multiple countries, it must comply with the regional regulations, right? And also, it is necessary to evaluate the performance of the applications from that specific location. So that is where localization testing come into picture. So while talking about headspin solution over here, we have our global device infrastructure, right, with 50 plus availability in 50 plus locations. So the application can be accessed from any of these locations, and real-time testing can be done on real devices. Then coming about compatibility testing. So once these applications are released, it has to be tested on devices of various form factors, right? The customers will have all kinds of varieties for the devices. So it is necessary to run the application, ensure that it is perfectly working on all of these devices. Then comes backend API testing. So for this, we have our API suite. HeadSpin has an elaborate suite of APIs that can be used to do quick functions. Um, this also the HeadSpin APIs also help the clients to say, for example, if a banking application receive an account balance via an API, it is vital to test that the API returns the accurate data, right? So any such discrepancies could lead to very huge issues when thinking about the customer and their experiences. So Headspin APIs can help over here. Then coming to performance testing and load testing. So that assesses how well a banking application perform under different conditions. So this includes checking response times and resource usage during typical operations. So um, one part of performance testing is load testing that simulate multiple users accessing the application simultaneously to determine how it behaves under stress. So this is particularly very important for banking applications, right? So recently in India, like there was a huge sale that was happening with an e-commerce giant, right? So this specific sale was associated with a specific private bank in India, and during the sale period, like there was huge traffic, and the banking application, I mean their payment gateway showed some error, and there was many customers who could not avail the benefits of the sale due to the slow response times of the payment gateway. So this led to a lot of customer grievances and frustrations. So those are the importance why we need to do load testing and how we can help you. Then comes competitor analysis, so which we have already covered in the previous slide. Um, then another um, important use case for banking is network testing. So it helps. It covers how the application performs under different network conditions, right? Say 4G or Wi-Fi, or say low bandwidth scenarios. So it is very network testing is very vital for banking applications since users might access these applications from various locations with varying internet speeds. So it is ensure that the app functions smoothly under all of these conditions to give him a unified experience. Then finally, talking about the regression testing that ensures that new updates or changes do not adversely affect the existing functionalities of the banking applications. So specifically, if we talk about banking applications, they have releases very often, and these needs to be tested. And it is very important to have a safe, have a regression safety net in such scenarios. Now, moving forward, we'll be talking about why we need to use HeadSpin. How can HeadSpin reduce your cost? How will increase your returns on investments? Right. So, from the basic structure itself, we can start talking about the infrastructure and operational expenses. So in a normal setup, while you're using your own device infrastructure, uh, there will be a following set of um, expenses that you will have to incur. One is setting up a lab, right? That may be a data center. So there's a huge cost associated with this for the location, for the infrastructure, and also when you are using a data center or a lab, you should have resources to handle the devices and handle the testing from that same location. So in this scenario, you can with Headspin Cloud solution, you can use leverage our data centers that are spread across the globe. Um, you can use devices that are already deployed over here, or for safety concerns, we have a dedicated device solution where we deploy the devices for you that will be kept in a isolated cloud. So there will be no external access to the devices or the data that you are operating. Um, and then next cost element I would say is the devices, right? So rather than just acquiring and setting up the devices, there are like when it is manually done, the arrangement might be very cluttered, and this could lead to very poor efficiency, and there will be frequent devices unavailability. The overall life of the devices would be compromised. So with Headspin, we have this portable appliance, right, that has uh, cooling fans. Since these devices are operated over a very long period of time, they needs to be have a cooling system, else the device life would be compromised. So that is another area where we help reduce the costs. Then comes other elements like Wi-Fi and data plans. All these will be covered with Headspin. Um, then another important use case is any test run manually with your basic device infrastructure will be difficult to be assessed. You can run the test, but it is less accessible and um, difficult to analyze the sessions and monitor the overall performance of the application from the sessions. So there is a huge effort that goes into analyzing and monitoring the results with normal device infrastructure. So with Headspin, we offer a comprehensive, like, we provide a centralized platform for application testing. Um, and talking about few of our success stories over here, we recently helped a Greek bank to completely migrate from basic device infrastructure. They were using their in-house lab setup. So we helped them move to a migrate to a completely cloud-based solution to um, evaluate their retail applications on iOS and Android devices. So that has become the first bank from Greece that has completely migrated to a cloud-based testing system. Another success story I would like to call out is about a UK-based bank. They were using one of the leading solutions for device testing, but we have helped them as well to migrate to HeadSpin Cloud. And with HeadSpin, they were able to increase the test execution efficiency and the migration process, right? That was also very smooth with HeadSpin offering support for the migration. Then we have largest private banks of India as our customers. Both of them are using our on-premise air-gapped solutions for improving the performance of their applications. So one of the this client, they are also using our peer benchmarking solutions to um, evaluate their competitive positioning in the market with three other competing banking applications. So we are running the tests and providing the data to them. So below mentioned is a few impacts that we have been able to provide to few of our customers. So 68% fewer hours spent on QAs. So that is a huge number in terms of improving the efficiency for clients. Then 90% reduction in number of the production issues. Automatically, with our regression safety net, the issues will be captured, and any time when a KPI or a user flow is falling behind its threshold, we can integrate alerts and watchers to get to provide notifications to our clients. Then we have helped multiple customers improve their development cycles. 60% faster in-app load times. With our performance sessions, we capture a lot of data on how the application is performing. Plus, we also capture a single point metric called impact score that captures the overall performance of the session, and that signifies the health of the application. So that's a single-handed metric that can be used to measure and evaluate and optimize the performance of a application. And also we have seen 64% improvement in customer retention for one of our banking customer itself. Now you can that's the end of it. So we have seen multiple partners joined, and few, not a few, like we have some um, banking teams as well that have joined the session. So feel free to shoot your queries or any questions, or if you want to have a customized demo for your requirement, feel free to contact us on the contact details that are provided here. So we have a few questions over here. So first question is, what are the different KPIs that will be captured and will be relevant for banking applications? Yeah. So we capture multiple KPIs. So from each of the sessions that are run on our platform, right, we capture 130 plus KPIs. In addition to this, you can also capture custom KPIs that will signify various business relevant information to you. So the major KPIs that are relevant for banking applications are the response times. Response time, I would say, the time to load the homepage fully, then to search for a product, search for a specific feature, or open the credit card page, or apply for loans. So all of these are custom KPIs that can be captured using HeadSpin. Another important KPI would be for banking application would be to check the balance. So those are the important KPIs I would say for banking applications. Um, Next question is, how does HeadSpin ensure the accuracy of performance metrics collected during testing? Okay, so HeadSpin collects data using our AI and ML modules. So we have been running thousands of tests on a daily basis. So these tests enable since it's powered by AI, they automatically gets improved right on each of these tests. So based on that, the accuracy we also provide a time series view for the KPIs that are being captured. So with which we can easily measure the accuracy of each of these KPIs that are being captured. And um, also you can do an RCA with, like, since we have minute level packet level details, that's a huge level of accuracy that we are providing on the data that's being collected. Okay, the next question is, what are some common challenges faced during usability and performance testing in banking applications? How they can be mitigated? Okay, so one specific issue, I mean, challenge that I usually see from banking customers when it comes to usability testing is testing of complex use cases. Say, uh, so another thing is they, for example, a client wants to have access of um, the testing device on their in-hand devices. So these are some of the common challenges faced by our customers. So how we help them mitigate these issues is we have this feature called mini remote. You can use that to scan a QR and access the test device onto your in-hand devices, so that there is no challenge in the accessibility of the device, like complex gestures, say swiping with three fingers. All of these cases can be covered with mini remote feature. And when it comes to performance testing, the common challenges that customer faces, data availability, right? So we cover a huge amount of data. So there is no challenges, I would say, with performance testing with HeadSpin. All right. So for any queries, any requirements, please feel free to book a slot on the contact that will be shared. Thank you.